What's up, guys? It's Timon here, and welcome back to this week's Mythic Mythic unit highlight for the infected side. This week I've got the Pandemic, and for the perks I picked all the left-hand perk, which is increased radius, decreasing the target cooldown, and also preventing targets from healing. So I am at Vancouver Insane right now, and let's see. So this is I think a lifesaver. So let's go ahead and get started right away with this level. I'm going to bring in just my dread, and I'm going to bring in the pandemic, and let's see if it actually stops them from healing each other. Okay, so you can see that they're taking damage and they're not able to heal each other while the units are within the radius of the pandemic, and you can see how big the radius of the damage really is. And so I wonder if I wonder if I'll be able to take on this insane level with just these 3 units. So let's see. So I'm gonna go ahead and spawn them again. So most of these units will. My problem is that the pandemic walks right into the unit as if it's a tank. That's the only thing. So the problem is right now okay. So good. The pandemic has strong enough damage that it actually hurts the fire marshal, which is really good. And so you can see that the damage actually stacks, right? And because it's a mythic unit, it just I can redeploy them really quickly, which is really great. So once you've got a few of these units together, they really stack up. And so let's see, do their attacks slow down? So I've read in the forums. I think it's actually would have been better if you were to pick perks that help increase decrease your own allies' cooldown, for example, and also the other level 50 perk is to heal your allies. I think that might be a good choice too. I just decided to try something different just to see what it'd be like if I chose a more of a debuff type perk. And so far, it looks like if you're having issues with healing units that keep constantly heal your enemies, that might be a good one to go. But then I also realized that the thing is the pandemic might actually just hurt the healers enough that it wouldn't matter anyway. So now that I think about it again, I think I will probably go with the other perk. What I did see is that the lifesavers were trying to heal each other, but you can see that the life did not go back up. So that would be really helpful. But at the same time, they also died really quickly after just a couple of seconds after being exposed to pandemic. So I think that I would say go with the level 50 perk on the right side rather than the left side. But let's go and play another level. I think this is one of favorite units for a lot of people for a very good reason. You can see how they can attack units over the wall. So if you bring in the right combination of units, they could really do some good damage here. So I'm gonna go ahead and just bring a few units in here, and let's go ahead and bring my what's his name, pit boss to take down those buildings. And so once you like you can see, once you start building up a few pandemics, the damage starts stacking up, and then the units just start dropping really quickly. They're one of the most effective units, I think, for killing units without you can see, like, without even going over to the wall. The tanks are dying, and obviously the you know all the squishier units, the gun units, like the gunslingers, and also what is it called, scatter shots, and they just die really quickly. You can see that the fire chiefs died right away. I did lose a unit. I believe it's probably one of my wildfire that I didn't revive, but there it is. You can see how easily it was how easy it was for me to take out the units really quickly with a couple pandemics. Really awesome unit. I don't think that it's, a question. I just wanted to show what it's like with all the left hand perks. But I would go with the ones that actually help your ally. So let's just take a few minutes before I sign off to take a look at the perks. So I don't have them at high level. So biohazard, here it is. So you want to, what I picked was the left hand side for level 10, and you actually want to, I think, pick level 30, the right hand side, which actually reduces your allies cooldown. So your zombies, they'll attack faster, and at the same time you can heal allies. So then if you have like a dread that gets attacked by the outlaw, or it survives a couple of shots from the snipers, having a few of these having these few units around can actually heal your units, and they might end up surviving a lot longer. So I think that'll be the way to go. So I picked the perks that were more of a debuff, but I would actually recommend picking perks that are buff instead. All right, so that's it for this week. Hope you had a good time, and I will see you next time.